acknowledge and express feelings of vulnerability, how this relates to mental health and suicide, and what each of us can do to help one another. Suicide affects all genders, ages, and ethnicities. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention found that more than 47,000 Americans took their own lives back in 2017, twice as many deaths for suicides as there were homicides. In a population that is particularly at risk for suicide is the male cohort, accounting for more than 3 times as many deaths compared to women. I'm telling you this tonight because I lost a good buddy to suicide. We grew up playing baseball and soccer all over the country, and we won a lot. And he was often the reason why. At times, I was even a little jealous of him. I mean, it was hard not to be. It seemed like he had everything, and it all came easily for him. But in the fall of my freshman year, he took his own life. To this day, none of us know why. We all would have been there for him, but he didn't reach out. And I wish we could have let him know that he could have. I recognize that not all of us here tonight have lost someone to suicide, but all of us have faced difficult moments in our lives. So I want you to remember an experience that made you feel horrible, ashamed, overwhelmed, alone, or depressed. Specifically to the men, did you get angry and closed off rather than decide to talk about your difficult feelings? If so, turns out you're a pretty standard Joe. As research shows, it's quite challenging for men to acknowledge and express feelings of vulnerability. We're taught from a young age to be strong and self-reliant. We're programmed to ignore vulnerable feelings as they may reflect weakness. Anger, irritation, and hostility, on the other hand, are socially acceptable ways for us to express emotion and to still appear strong. I'm sure we can all think of instances of a male friend or family member acting out so absurdly, it's to the point of being funny. Coming from an all-guys high school, I can't tell you how many times I saw the locker room walls punched, or nowadays, have to listen to my housemates scream after getting second place in Fortnite. But in all seriousness, young men have been conditioned into thinking that we are less manly or soft for talking about our feelings, or even worse, for reaching out for help. Men's reluctance to open up and to seek help has contributed to us being one of the most vulnerable populations to death by suicide. For some of us, not knowing how to recognize and express emotions can lead to the idea of suicide being a serious option. And suicide is a growing epidemic. Would you be surprised to learn that in a 2019 survey by the American College Health Association, that almost 50% of 19,000 college-age males self-reported moderately severe or severe depression? Of these 19,000 men, 8% had seriously considered taking their own lives in the past 12 months, and 3% had strongly considered in the past 2 weeks. One might assume that college-age males would seek psychological treatment. However, of the population studied, only 16% of college-age males have received psychological or mental health services from their school's counseling center. So how do we change this? Tonight, I'm asking you to join me in making a small yet meaningful culture change by opening up and sharing and reaching out to friends. Opening up can take a variety of forms. I mean, look at University of Washington's place kicker, Race Porter. He struggled silently with depression most of his life. When he reached the point he could be open and accept his struggle with mental health, he's able to make both a personal and entrepreneurial breakthrough through the creation of a clothing brand, one that I'm wearing tonight. That company, Heart on My Sleeve, hopes to promote mental health as something that is not only accepted, but appreciated. Now, if you ask me, Race Porter being open about his mental health on a public platform is incredibly courageous. By having the strength to both literally and figuratively wear his heart on his sleeve, he's normalizing the conversation in the culture around mental health for men. Additionally, reaching out can take a variety of forms. And one way that we can all do that tonight is sending the text to one of our closest male friends that isn't here tonight. So please take out your phones now. Don't worry, I can wait. And although this may feel awkward, I want you to text him along the lines of, "Hey bro, I want you to know that I'm here for you. Mental health is real. Don't hesitate to reach out. Think of it like this. When benching or squatting, it's nice knowing your spotter is paying attention, ready to help if need be. So by sending this text, you are in a way making sure that your mental health spotter is ready to help, while also committing to do the same for him. So have you all sent your text? If not, let me repeat what I said. Hey bro, I wanted you to know that I'm here for you. Mental health is real. Don't hesitate to reach out. Although I could be wrong, I suspect that I'm not the only one here tonight who has been touched by suicide. Speaking for all of us who have, I believe we all wish we had sent our text before it was too late. I want to remind everyone that it's okay to not be okay. Every single one of us tonight will face hard times, so I ask that we be one another's mental health spotter. And in those dark moments, I ask that you please wear your heart on your sleeve and to have the courage to ask for help rather than pretending you don't need any. Finally, I would like to thank OSU's #DamnWorthIt campaign, Willamette's athletic department, and Bishop Funnel Center, as well as all of you tonight for coming out to support. Now, I'd like to introduce Kate Saucedo from Oregon State University's #DamnWorthIt campaign. Thank you all very much.